Alright. Oh, Mike. Come here. Okay, in case you couldn't tell, I'm making a flintlock. Or at least I'm attempting to make one. Crap! I'll fix that later. That's a later problem. So, as you can see, I have my flintlock here. And I also have my thing. How do I show faces? I think it's in here. Here? Oh, no, it would be in remesh. No, it wouldn't. It would be in here. Oh my gosh. How do I not know where it is? I've probably gone over it like 1,000 times. Oh, options? I have no clue. I want to see where my view. I swear it was in here. Or I swear it was in at least one of these two. Oh, it's in statistics. That's how many faces we're at right now. And I'll probably be at around 1 million by the time this is over with. In fact, I don't even doubt it. So as you can also see, if I go like this, yeah, we have an issue. But don't worry, because I can go like this and make it wider. And we'll do that in a bit. Do we already have to remesh it? Looks like that. We're already having to remesh it. Alright, remesh. Let's do... No, it's actually... Actually, I want to see what this does. This is probably going to just crash my computer. Yeah, it's going to crash my computer. Well, there goes my PC. Yeah. Or at least not crash... It's probably going to crash Blender, at least. Because I just added, like, probably 1 billion faces. And this is what Task Manager is for. And task! Nope, not Firefox. Okay, let's not... Oh crap. Oh good. Blender stopped responding. I'm like, oh god. So we'll just stick to remeshing at 0.1. There we go, now we're at 360,000 faces. Just do this, and then shift. A little bit of that. Gotta get rid of all the stuff and stuff. Oh, I just realized I can actually... I need to like grab stuff down here. So don't worry, we will shade everything out. Everything will be like one giant size in a bit. Right now. Might be wondering why I'm animating a flintlock for some random reason. It'll all make sense soon. Maybe. Oh, I just realized I have to add a design to this, probably. Like, not really. Like, kind of, but not really. I'll work on the guard, trigger guard in a bit. Isn't that what it's called? A trigger guard? I'll work on all of the exterior stuff. Right now I'm working on the body, not the, whatever this thing's called, hammer. I think it's called a hammer. Oops, press caps lock. Seriously? Already? I need to remesh it again? We're good for now. For now. This is actually going to be something completely different. So instead, I think it's you. Come here, you. No, not you. I think it is just a grab thing. And we'll have the thing go into there. Interesting. That I need to fix. I'm gonna fix that right now, actually. What the heck? How do I get rid of you? Like this? There we go. Nope. Oh, caps lock. It's not going to be seen ever really too close up, so I don't have to be exact. At least that exact. Oops. Oh yeah, I'm going to have to remesh it for sure. See how it like, gets really ridiculous right here, and then it starts to get... It's because the faces are starting to get stretched. And there's probably some sort of way to remesh it more correctly. Why did I forget where the remesh button... How do you remesh? Why am I forgetting where the remesh is? How do I remesh? What the heck? Why am I forgetting where the... Okay, that's why. Now there's a way to do it. Detail. I think there's a way to do it. I don't remember. But I can remesh it because I'm going to use a... What is it? A remesh modifier, so I can do this, and then I can switch the voxel size, and then I can do that. But I don't actually want to do that. In fact, I want to Control Z that, and okay, we're good. Yeah, I didn't do anything super advanced yet. So let's actually add a, go into layout here, and let's add you. Rotate to 90. I'm just gonna have the barrel be like that, and X. Okay, good. Yeah, I can't use Alt Z because it's the stupid hotkey for G-force, and I'm too lazy to fix it. Let's just add a texture to it right now. So I can add a metallic and a specular. We'll bring the roughness down to, I'll do 0.1. Does that look right? Very shiny. Shiny, shiny. I like shiny. Refraction. No, I'm not gonna try on refraction. I don't want it to be ridiculous. You're never going to really look down the barrel of the gun, but what I am going to do is separate by selection. I'm going to do this, new material. So that way I look down the barrel of the gun and you can see it just turns black. Because that's shadowed, so you can't actually see it. Oh, I got to select it and then conjoin it with this. There we go. And sculpting. We will name you gun barrel. Why didn't I capitalize G? That was weird. I swear I could have pressed shift. I'll add the iron sight in a little bit. I'll hide you. I don't really need you. right now. You're just gonna bug me. Sculpting. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to remesh you again, aren't I? I'm just gonna remesh this part right here, because if I have too many faces remeshed down here, it starts to get really, really laggy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go like this. I forgot I have to be this. I'm gonna go like this, and then, oh, never mind, that doesn't work. Oh crap, what did I do? Okay, well, okay, that did not work how intended. I think I have to remesh it. Just gonna add so many faces. I could have two separate things. Move you back a bit. Oh my god, I'm using the grab. And now I could add a separate face, conjoin it. Nah. I'm gonna apologize it anyway, so... I mean, it's not like it matters. Oh, I forgot to hide you. The flint mechanism... The flint mechanism is on the outside of the barrel, so I don't really need it to... Yeah, we're gonna remesh it. I should probably save every time I remesh it, just in case. Let's see, every time I remesh it, it makes it a lot easier to grab and do and bend and make stuff. Okay, what I did is I masked it right there, and that when you mask something, it means I can't grab anything in that area. Anything in the area that's masked. And it's very, very helpful when doing a lot of stuff and things. So as you can clearly see, this is a tad thin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of make it a little bit, you know, bigger. Let's see, how does a gun barrel look? Okay, rests on there pretty good. However, I think this does get thinner as it goes. No, because it's got to cover the whole barrel. So it's got to be thicker than the barrel. The entire gun has to be thicker than the barrel. So what we do is we go over here, and since we don't really need this, we go to 3D viewport, and now we got our top-down view. And now I can see actively that each thing is working. So all I have to do, see how I made a mistake there. Let's start at the end here. Oh wait, hold on, let me clear this mask. I feel like this is not gonna Yeah, work in my favor. I think there's a lasso here. How do I lasso it? There it is. If I press Control. That's always too small for me, I feel like. Oh, I just have to click and hold. Okay, never mind. Okay, yeah, it's click and hold. Oh, I did not know that. I'm just gonna clear the mask, and I'm just gonna try and not get this. Oh wait, I can do this. Let's make this a little smaller here. Don't worry about how it looks. It looks kind of stupid right now, but I can do this fun thing called flatten, which flattens everything out, as the name suggests. And this is going to be a lot more difficult than I thought. Oh, I didn't think it was going to be easy, I should say. But the issue I'm running into... Oh, wait, hold on. I got a better idea. Why does this look like this? So if I press tab, wow. How many phases are there? 700, basically 700,000. Okay, let's see here. That didn't work. So sometimes that works, sometimes that doesn't work. Well, I think I just went too hard. I applaud people who can do this, just so you know. Cut? No. I must say... You're gonna alright, give me a break, okay? I don't really use this that often, so you gotta cut me a little bit of slack here. So what I think I can do Oh wait, the cut tool, idiot! Oh, I just deleted a lot of faces. I realized Blender doesn't like that. I just realized how many faces I just deleted. Blender is not going to be happy that I did that. Okay, well, thankfully I saved, except I don't know if I saved. Yeah, Blender isn't gonna... Holy crap! End task. Let's open Blender back up again, and let's try this again. Ah, I forgot. Blender and no likey. Oh, snap. Well, let's do this while there's, Okay, so... Alright, Blender is not gonna like this very much. Come on, Blender, I believe in you. Well, the issue is I'm cutting thousands upon thousands of faces right now. I could remesh it. And then cut it, and then remesh it again. I might do that. Because this is gonna... Blender's not very happy with me right now. I'm gonna remesh, and then, So... I should have saved it before I decided to cut, like, thousands upon thousands of faces. Oh, now Blender's not even opening. Maybe I just forgot to click it on it? I don't really know. Okay. So, let's do a quick remesh. So... Add a refresh modifier. And now, let's see. How many faces did we just cut? Oh, there's still thousands of faces, but I remesh. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, that doesn't get rid of faces. That just makes it easier. Never mind. I have to actually remesh it, I think. Sculpting. Nope, I meant to click sculpting. Sculpting. Remesh. 1. Remesh. So, yeah, I knew that was going to happen. But it's fine now, because now there's only 108 faces. We could probably remesh it to 0.1. 0.1, and then remesh. Oh gosh, let's try this again. So let's go back to the million faces. Remesh. We will remesh it by 0.1 instead of 0.01. So remesh. There we go. So now Blender's going to be a lot more happy when I try and get rid of his faces. But instead... Oh, wait, hold on. I got an idea. Alright, so let's do... how many faces are there? Okay, so I got an idea. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make everything super thick. Like, ridiculously thick, and then do my cuts. And then, from there, we'll work. Alright, so, back to completely remeshing this again. Yay, because I forgot to save, because I am not very smart. Let's see. I gotta cut here. Oh, dude, I'm gonna have to... How do I bridge this? Get out, like so. Do. Boop. 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 Gosh. Oh no! Oh no! I have to get this. Okay, let's try this again. So now what we do is I'm going to make everything super, super thick. Not by using that tool. Not by using that tool. Which one? This is clay. What does this do? Does this add stuff? Oh, this one. Oh gosh. Let's do this instead. First of all, let's save so we have no more issues. 3 ports. Yeah, this works. So, this may look absolutely stupid, but I want this. Because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something very stupid, probably. But I want to make a, let's see here, layouts, make a line. Where do I want this line to be? Probably like right here. So, and then we go to sculpting. Can I still see that line? No, I can't. Alright, we're just gonna have to guess. So, now we remesh, save it. We remesh it by 0.1. Boom. Now we... Let's not save, because in case this fails, I want to have the one that has 700,000 faces. Okay, so now it's just 15,000 faces, which is still a lot. I should be able to do this a lot easier. When there shouldn't... Yes! That's okay. It's okay that it looks like that. Okay, now let's Alt-H. What? I did Alt-H. Yes! 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 So now, we go like this, sculpting. So now, what we do is we can, wait, can I just do this? This probably won't work. Whatever. I don't feel like doing that. Sculpting. So now, which one am I? Select the right one. Yep, sculpting, remesh. So now, 0, 1, remesh. Now, still not going to save. And there's a reason why. And it's because it looks kind of stupid right now, as you can clearly see. So I have to do a lot of shading, making a lot of, you know. Holy crap, that's a lot of faces. okay, we can fix this issue. Why on earth am I like this? So, we just need to use the flatten key a lot until everything looks, you know, maybe not flatten, maybe bump key? I really don't know what key to use here. So the issue I have is it just kind of looks dumb. Instead of using the grab key, let's use this key. And now, I can just you. And if we keep on just sitting here and doing this for basically all of eternity, it will eventually work itself out. I remember why I was in this mode now. In case you couldn't tell, I'm not necessarily a modeler here. I am definitely an animator, but you want me to animate something for you? Boom, I got you, buddy. I got you. But yeah, modeling, not so much. Okay, I'm gonna remesh it again. Get rid of some of these faces. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. I like that. Me likey that. Let's try the flatten ones instead. Flatten might be a better option. Kind of forgot that it's a little bit easier to model when you're not dealing with millions of faces. Huh, who would have guessed? Woo! Yeah! And she's looking pretty good. Sort of. Let's bring you up a bit. So. Let's just use a grab key. What? Oh, flatten. I kind of want to use flatten more than... Kind of like it. She looks nice. I'm gonna do one thing though. Don't know if I like that or not. I kind of wanted it to inflate on the side here, but I think what I want to do instead is this. Kind of want it to inflate outwards, but I don't think it matters, because I don't think that one does it. If that one doesn't do it, I really don't care. Let's flatten this down part here, though. Underside of the gun. Why is it doing that? All right. Alright, I think it looks pretty good. Where's inflate? Boom! I think it looks pretty good. Flintlock, baby. Here she comes. Obviously, we are not done. There's still the flintlock mechanism right here, which is going to be the actual hard part. Does Blender have a default wood texture? Let's see. Environment. Oh, no. Not environment. Checker. Why would I think it would be checker? Magic? Nope, definitely not magic. Noise? Not noise. I already know it's not noise. However, can I alter the color of that? Nah, it wouldn't work. Actually, can I alter the color of this? Because if I can't, that actually doesn't look too bad. First of all, I'm going to save it because I like the way this looks. Because let me add a colored ramp. Alpha, we'll put it into... I don't think this is gonna work. That goes into here. Color goes into here. Yes, it did work. Okay. This actually looks kind of like a wood texture. Way too harsh. Gotta make this lighter. I'm gonna make it a little darker, I guess. Oh, that actually turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to. Distortion. We'll put that at 1. Yeah, that looks good. What? That looks so much better than I thought it was going to. Oh, we'll keep this at 5. I don't know if I like that distortion. We'll bring it down a little bit. How come this looks so good? What if I add another color? This one like an orange color. This one like a darker color, so this one more prominent, like that. We'll leave that one there. We'll make this a little darker. Make this one like a little red. Let's delete this one. I gotta bring this back then. Oh crap, no. Alright. Why get a wood texture when you can simply just literally make one? Why does that look so good? Okay. Why does that look so good? I like it. Alright. I was not expecting it to actually look that good. I knew I could switch the color. Okay. But now we have to worry about the flint mechanism. Oh, oh wait, I forgot I could just do annotate lines. Those are so much easier. Alright. So now that I have this, I have to get that flint mechanism. So, we're gonna just model this entirely in a different area. So we'll move this over here, and then we'll model the flint mechanism. And since it's the exact same size, I have to make this also the exact same size. So, let's add a... Cylinders are super annoying to... But it kind of has to be a cylinder, doesn't it? Can I even do cylinders? I swear, I feel like it was one of them I can't even model because it's just frickin' so annoying. It is circles, because if I remesh it... Yeah, that's what it was. I think, anyway. Okay, I thought Blender was having a, like, heart attack. Because if I remesh this by, like, 0.01 here, and then I go remesh, see, as you can see, that's blah, blah, blah. Except, this works, except this... Oh, it does! Okay, never mind. Whatever, that works. For some reason, whatever, I don't care. So, rotate 90 degrees, and then we'll add a texture for you in a bit. Alright, my pretty. So, we'll add the flint mechanism actually as a separate part, and then we'll add it onto this. But we need this to be basically the exact scale. So now we go into scale, and then, oops, wrong button, Y. Keep like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be perfectly thin. We remesh it by 0.01. Remesh, Control S. Alright. Nice. I forgot to turn on X. Okay. Try this again. Now. Okay, good. It does have faces. Sculpt mode. Let's turn on X. Y, sorry. Wait, hold on. It is X. What is this? Okay, so it has to be Y. Is it seriously Z? It's Z. I wasn't expecting it to be Z. So, let's go to sculpting now, and let's finally sculpt this bad boy. I just realized I was sculpting to the tune. That was like completely unintentional. A little bit towards the end, I was like, I'm going to continue to do it. But in the beginning, it was just completely unintentional. Well, looks like I'm already going to have to remesh it. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's an issue. Okay, it has to be separate. Maybe I can... Maybe I don't have to sculpt it. Maybe I can actually just do this. R90. Grab this. What the... Where is it? Doesn't necessarily have to be completely flat because it can stick into the side of the barrel here. But I do need a flint mechanism. Let me see if I can grab these. If I turn on this, maybe this will work. How do I lock stuff? I don't remember. I'm not doing that. Okay, well, it looks like I'm just going to do this. Oh my gosh. I want this to be on. Smooth. Except when I grab it, look. It moves the whole frickin' thing. I don't want it to move that much. There's got to be a way to prevent that from happening. Connect only, project. Maybe it's smooth? I don't think it matters. I think it's just going to grab the whole thing. Connected only. Nope. Projected from view? Probably not. Yeah. This works sometimes. I think it only really works if there's like a lot of faces. Let's see. I mean, if I grab this face down here, and I turn off this, grab view. Then I grab view, then I grab, yeah, that's not gonna work. Well, this is already, darn it, dude. How do I do this? I think I know what I have to do. So it's going to involve sculpting. I'm going to remesh it. I'm going to go to 0.01. And I'm going to have to guess. Because I need to grab... This is difficult. I didn't realize the flintlock mechanism would be the hardest part. I don't know what I was expecting, though. You know what? I'll work on the flintlock mechanism another day. I gotta I'll get the other parts of this done, like the trigger. I have not added a trigger guard. This is gonna be relatively easy, though, because I'm literally just going to add a circle. Tab. I don't really care if it fits necessarily. Oh, that's weird. There we go. Now I add this. Voila. You see, I don't know why it does that. There has to be a way to prevent it from doing that. It grabs the whole frickin' box. Like, bruh. No need to calm down a bit, man. I mean, that's kind of what it's supposed to do, but it's not supposed to do it. See, look how it does it on such a grand scale. Okay, that actually worked. Alright, but I kind of want to do something more fun. Let's be honest. I want to sculpt it. I want to sculpt the frickin' thing. It'll be so much more fun to sculpt it. Let's see. Where is add? Maybe it's not going to be such an fun idea to sculpt it. Oh wait, maybe I just won't sculpt it. I'll be you. It's going to be a lot more fun to sculpt it. But I don't have to. If I don't have to, I'm not going to do it. So. Oops. It just hangs in there. It just looks like that. It doesn't have to be special! Actually, we'll just make it the silver material. Okay, I do know that those are actually like really popular. So, or not really popular, but the trigger thing always does go in like that. And then I can do some fun things with this. That was real smart. Okay, just screw this. I'm just gonna do this. There we go. Doesn't matter. Doesn't have to look super pretty. Okay. But I'm like a major sucker for things looking kind of pretty, so. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's just make a trigger. Once again, this will be circle, except that I need to be a full circle. Oops. I had to delete edges. There we go. Oh. Well, that's a fail. Okay, I think I need a line. Or whatever it's called. What is it called? Curve? It's called a curve, I think. Bezier curve. So first of all, let's geometry extrude like so, and then no. Stretch, no. I don't remember what it is. Offset, so it extrudes like that. 2D, 3D. I don't remember how to make it like a circle. There's a way to do it. Depth? I think it's depth. Ah, yes, it's depth. Fill. Man, I am really bad at this. Let's do some subdivisions here. Holy crap. It is a miracle. If I scale it down, what happens? Oh, literally nothing. Let's see here. Put it right there. Okay. Wow. All I need now is the flint mechanism, which I'm going to do off stream. Let's add this little iron sight. What does it look like? Okay, it's a half circle. Oh wait, is it a clip? It looks like a clip, but it doesn't matter because it'll go around the barrel, so it doesn't, let's see here. Is it this one? I think it's this one. Oops, delete edges. Let's do that. Okay. Oh, it is this one. The edges, and then there we go. Oh yeah, that's right, iron sights are not supposed to be thick.
Me and Joseph met in high school in 2004.
The heck?
Me and Hugo, we met like 9 years ago at the party that I organized.
Why is that? Huh.
And it was the first one of the series ever, and me and Joseph met like...
Looks like they're doing a thingy-majiggy, so we're just gonna watch this one instead. And of course, it has to do this to me, because extrusions. Aha, yeah, big funny. But it really likes that, doesn't it? Bet you think you're real funny. Whatever. Two can play this game. I'm sure there's an easier way to do this, but I don't feel like finding the way. Oh my gosh, I just realized I could have just made a frickin' cube. Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. I wasted all that time. Okay, actually, I'm just going to add a cube. I wasted all that time. It was actually pretty low to the ground, so. I'm gonna make it thinner. I'm gonna bring her down a little bit more. Oh wait, actually, that works. I kind of like how it works like that. So we'll add a new material. This one will make a little bit darker. Shade auto smooth because it's better than shading smooth. Because shade smooth annoys me. I just don't like the way that looks for some reason. That's close enough. I really don't think it matters. So we will make this also just as metallic, just as specular, and of course 0.1. Actually, we're gonna put this at 0.2 roughness. And then material 5. Oops, caps lock. Control parent to the barrel. I always parent stuff in case I want to fix it later. Except, unless, of course, I put the end of the barrel of the gun, which I for some reason did. But it doesn't matter. Everything should be parented to you. Yes. So. I still can't believe this wood texture worked out that well. So, I think that's going to do it for this stream. And I'm going on for an hour 14 already. We got all our stuff. This is supposed to be closer. I told you, I always do stuff. This is supposed to go around. Another thing that I'm supposed to do. Oh, see, look, this is what I. Oops. Should have parented that instead of adding it. So, because we are going to do this. Because it's supposed to clip all the way around the edge here. However, I was kind of dumb and got rid of majority of the circle. What? Oh, I see. There we go. Now, let's control parent objects. Everything still attached to the gun? Yep. Bang, bang. So, we got the body of the gun, we got the barrel, we got the iron sight, we got the trigger, and we got the trigger guard. Maybe I'll do a grip, I'm not sure yet. I could do a grip. Now, what would it look like? I guess it would look like that. I mean, how many flintlocks out there? Or I guess there's a lot of flintlocks. So let's do flintlock. Images. Good, that was, see look, that one doesn't have a grip. That one doesn't have a grip on it. How would, jeez, some of these things look real. Oh, that's right, I have to add a ramrod. That should be easy enough. I'll add a ramrod and then I'll stop the stream. Oops. Set auto smooth. There we go. So, shift. I think it's X. So, in case you don't have no idea what the heck a ramrod is, for flintlocks specifically, you have to use a thing. There's this thing called a flintlock mechanism. And I'm sure a lot of people have probably heard about it because that's what makes flintlocks unique. And basically, flintlock mechanism works exactly like you'd think it would. It you put a there's a ramrod. I don't know if I'm explaining this. Everybody knows what this is, but in case you don't, you put a ramrod in there, and you take the ramrod out and you ram in the ammunition to the gun. This looks big enough. I'm actually gonna. Let's see. This is the same exact. And then Shift D, scale. We'll just scale it down. Actually, Shift D, scale, Shift X. Go like this, bring it out a little bit. Shift D, scale, X. These two I can join together because I'm not going to switch anything ever with these two. I am going to switch the texture on this. I'm just going to make it a little bit darker probably. A little bit more rough because it's been in the, you know, the inside of a gun forever. So I'll put this at 0.8. Specular I'm still going to put at 1. Yeah. You know, it's been in the barrel of the gun multiple times, so take this, basically, you pull it out, you just bump up, 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 up. I think it's actually supposed to be a lot thicker, but I don't care. I'll switch it if need be. So, control parent to objects, control parent. This is not actually supposed to be parented. Because he reloads it different. I'll switch it around if need be, like I said. So yeah, you got your ramrod, which, what the heck? Ah! Something weird just happened, like, thing just turned off. It didn't turn off on OBS, but yeah, you always got your ramrod there. Restriction. I forgot you also always have these little thingy-majiggies. Oops, I forgot. Do scale X. Scale Shift X. These thingies help hold the ramrod in place. I kind of want to make the ramrod gold. That's gold. If I'm gonna make the ramrod gold though, I might as well make the trigger and trigger guard gold. Flintlock mechanism will just be... What if I make the entire thing gold? Eh, that looks way too flashy. I'll just keep these things as gold. Maybe the flintlock mechanism, parts of it can be gold. I think that's it. Just look at some more flintlocks here. So this one has a really advanced flintlock mechanism. And I might actually kind of like that more. What the heck is this thing? It works. So that's our flintlock mechanism. Does exactly what it's supposed to. Put. I don't remember how to reload one of these things. Basically, there's a this is your flint or steel, and then you have flint in here someplace, and then this pull the trigger. This opens, strikes down, hits the flint, activates the gunpowder inside, shoots forward the musket shot, and boom, 45 caliber musket round shot. Nice. Blunderbuss. I need to make a blunderbuss for sure. Okay, anyway, I did what I came to do. I got it very much close to done. I am very surprised how far we actually got. I like it. I like it a lot. She looks pretty nice. So we got a lot done. All we need now is the flintlock mechanism. And then I think I'm done. Okay, I'll add that. Do I actually need that though? How many flintlocks have it? Not a lot. Where's the flintlock mechanism on this? Or the ramrod? Is it just not a ramrod? You have to have a ramrod. I'd have to look up how to, and of course I'll also probably fix it so it's able to fit the character, because the character has to be able to shoot this thing. Let's make this a little bit darker, maybe. I like its flashiness, but I don't want it to be too flashy. What do we have for this? Let's turn the roughness up to like 0.3 on both of these things. This might help a little bit with the flashiness. I like it, but I just don't want it to be too flashy. I've completely forgot how iron sights work. You have one right here, and then you have one up here, and you have to match it. And And what you do is you match those two up. And I'm going to make this blackness a little less black. Oh, there it is. It's very difficult to see, actually. Make her a little less... we'll make this 1, actually. We'll make this 1, but we'll... what do we have this at? We'll add this to 0.3. Actually, put this at 0.4. Still metallic, still stuff, but put it down a little bit more. I want it to be noticeable, but not too noticeable. Or sorry, I want it to be not very noticeable at all. I still want people to see it, though, if you look at it. Which I think looks good. Look down the barrel with that. I should probably... Actually, really can't. Let me go to sculpting. Oh, I'm in sculpting. And let me sculpt this just a little bit. Alright. There we go. Control S. Save, baby. I like it. We came a long way making this thing. Very long way. Hour 30 pretty much. But I think for now we're done. I'm going to do the flintlock mechanism probably off camera because I don't know how I'm going to do it just yet. It's going to be really difficult. So, let's see. Let's just name all our parts here. So we got gun, body. We'll name it flintlock. Flint. Oh, that's one word. Flintlock, body. Flintlock, trigger guard. Flintlock, trigger. Flintlock barrel. I'm gonna join these together and then so we'll name this one Flintlock Far Iron Sights. GHT, I think I spelled that right. And then we'll just copy this. Paste it here, and then near. I think that's it. Oh, nope. Is ramrod one word? It is one word. I think that's everything named. So flintlock body, trigger guard, gun barrel. Good. That's it. These are washers, right? I think I'm just gonna call them washers. I don't actually know if they are washers. But I think that's it. So, Control S. Alright, we got stuff done today. I will work on the flintlock mechanism a little later, because I seriously have no clue how to do it. And, yeah, see you when I do this again. If I do, I probably will. I'm not going to be doing the flintlock, though. I'll probably do something else. Alright. I'm done talking. See you later.